Hi everybody, I'm Terry Hollands and this is Backstage Live presented by the Beard Struggle. So we're on day one of the final and we're already 2 events in. We've had some ups, some downs. It's been so exciting through these first 2 events. Absolutely amazing show so far. So these 10 guys in the final, obviously coming in, they're going to be feeling the nerves, all for different reasons. Some of the guys, you know, it's their first final, they're not really sure what to expect because everything kind of changes when you get into the final. You know, there's no sort of weaker guys, you're against the best of the best. So obviously, you know, the new guys are going to be a bit unsure of what they're really going up against. Some of the other guys like Brian Shaw, Martins, people like that, they're going to be feeling the pressure because they're expected to do well. So, you know, it's very different pressures on all the guys, but they're all going to be feeling the pressure going into that first event. Let's have a little recap of who's in the final. So we've got Maxime Boudreau, Mitchell Hooper, I4 Ingolfsson Melsted, Martins Lysis, Trey Mitchell, Alexei Novikov, Gabriel Reum, Brian Shaw, Luke Stoltman and Tom Stoltman. So first up we had the Knaack Giants Medley. It was a case of loading 2 toolboxes, around 275 pounds each. You had to pick them up, run to around 10 meters with them, load them on a mat, and then pick a 1,000-pound yoke up and run the further 10 meters with that. Let's have a look at the results. Oh, sorry, we've got an explanation with Magnus first. Sorry about that. So I'm here with the amazing 4-time champion Magnus van Magnusson, head referee at World's Strongest Man this year. We're just getting set up ready for the Knaack Medley. How do you see this going? What do you have to do in this event? You know, can you give us a quick rundown of what they have to do?
Well, first of all, they're going to have to load 2 boxes each, put it on a platform over there, then get under the super yoke and finish the course. Now, super yoke is pretty heavy, is big, and those Knaack boxes are big. So it's going to be about speed and strength.
So what are the weights of the objects? Are both of the Knaack toolboxes the same weight?
They're about 120 kilos each, and then the super yoke is about 455.
Okay, so it's pretty heavy, but not too heavy for these guys. It should be quite a fast-paced event.
It should be for most of the guys. We got the best of the best here.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to see what they do.
I've got to say those super yokes look absolutely amazing as well, don't they? They do look incredible.
Oh, they're huge.
Yeah. Do you think that will play a factor as well? The size of it could make it a little bit more awkward?
Well, it could make it a bit more wobbly,
yeah.
So it could be harder to walk with it. But I'm guessing we're going to find out.
Yeah, looking forward to it. I mean, I think we've got a lot of great guys here. Obviously, this event's going to be really fast-paced and, yeah, excited to watch the show. Sorry about that. How could I forget about Magnus? Right, now we've got the results of the Knaack Giants Medley. Mitchell Hooper leading the way, absolutely blistering time. I mean, he was so fast, it was unbelievable. I watched him run the yoke, and as he was like going along the course, he was just accelerating the whole way along. If it had been 10 meters further, he'd have probably won by even more. Incredible performance there. He actually went head-to-head with Tom Stoltman. So, you know, maybe it was a good thing for Tom or a bad thing. Maybe Mitchell dragged him along a little bit or maybe threw him off his pace a little bit because Mitchell was just so fast. Alexei coming in 3rd place, Luke Stoltman in 4th, Martins in 5th, Brian Shaw down in 6th, Trey Mitchell in 7th, Gabriel Reum in 8th, Maxime Boudreau in 9th, and I4 Ingolfsson Melsted in 10th place. I mean, they all did so well. It was some fantastic performances. None of the guys really struggled with it too much, but you know, they were incredible times. We caught up with Mitchell Hooper after winning the Knaack Giants Medley. Okay, so I'm here with the winner of event 1, Mitchell Hooper. Obviously, coming into the competition, people probably wouldn't have expected that after your performance in the heat. You know, I think perhaps people were expecting that. Unbelievably quick there. You were absolutely lightning. What an amazing performance.
Yeah, thank you. And it's sort of changing from no expectations and no pressure to people seeing what I can do and starting to anticipate things as well. So I'm handling that as well as I would expect. And that's, yeah.
There's a lot of people talking, you know, I'm stood just off to the side. There's a lot of the crew around, a lot of the fans. A lot of people are starting to talk that you've got a chance of winning this whole thing. Is it possible?
Anything's possible, yeah? It's possible for 9 guys to get in a bus crash tomorrow, and I'm the only one left in the finals. But we're less than 20% of the way through the finals. There's much more difficult events for me to come, so I'm just doing what I need to do to stay in contention, and consistency is rewarded a lot more than a single great performance.
But then the next event for you is also a really good one. You're probably the strongest deadlifter here, so, you know, you could be in a great position after day one.
Yeah, it's shaping up to be that way. Deadlifts, there's a lot less variability than loading medley, but I also haven't touched a car deadlift before, so we'll see how that goes. There's reps in the suit, which is another variable, but it's another event that I think I have the potential to do very well.
Well, I mean, what an amazing debut. You're doing fantastically well. Everyone wants to know where you've been hiding all this time because, you know, you're unbelievable, and I wish you the best of luck for the final, and I genuinely believe you've got a great shot at podium at least on your first try.
Yeah, well, if you look historically, to hit the podium, the mark's about 35 points. Yep. So I have 25 more points to go to take home something, which would be, I mean, that would be a dream come true.
Yeah, I don't see why it can't happen, mate. Good luck, and I wish you the best.
Thank you very much.
For the final.
Thanks, Terry.
Thanks, mate. Okay, so after the Knaack Giants medley, we're straight into the deadlift. I caught up with Magnus earlier to talk about the deadlift event. Okay, so I'm back here again with Magnus for Magnusson. We've got the Car Deadlift as the second event. How do you see this going? What's the weight of it? You know, what exactly do they have to do? Are you giving lift commands, down commands? How's it all going to work?
Well, it's a 360 kilos pull. We'll have a lift command and a down command. Lift command is so they can't just hit the floor and go.
Yep.
Just keep a nice rhythm going. And you know, this and the deadlift always separates the men from the boys.
So what sort of number do you see winning this event?
I think we're looking at somewhere around 12 reps.
Yeah, I'd have said the same. 360 for these guys obviously is a massive weight for most people. For these guys, it's, you know, it's quite a rep event for them. It will be quite a lot of reps. I would imagine around the same 12 reps would be the winner.
I would think so. I'm not sure if we get anybody with zero. Like I said, we have the best of the best here.
Yeah.
And we shouldn't get any zeros.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's going to be some great battles in here. There's some amazing deadlifters, really strong guys. Like you said, we've got the 10 best guys in the world at the moment, all doing battle, and it's going to be really exciting to see. I think this is going to shape up to be one of the best finals ever, in my opinion. I think that everyone's so evenly matched. I couldn't pick a winner. You know, it's going to be exciting.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was looking over it this morning. I'm like, and I've been asked, you know, many times, like, you know, who's the winner? And I can't really pick one.
No, I agree. There's no clear favourite this year, but yeah, looking forward to seeing the deadlift anyway, and yeah, I hope it goes well for you.
Oh, it's exciting.
Okay, so we've got the results for the deadlift. Alexei Novikov doing an amazing 15 repetitions. This was 360 kilos, 800 pounds we're talking about here. Absolutely unbelievable. Tom Stoltman and Trey Mitchell tying in second place with 13 reps. Still great performances. In previous years, that would have been enough to win you the event. It's absolutely amazing. Mitchell, Hooper, Martins and Brian all getting 12 reps each. You know, that they're all going to be disappointed about. That one extra rep would have gained them quite a few points, so they're all going to be disappointed to have tied on that, but still fantastic performances from them. Maxime, not known for his deadlifting, 10 reps. I think he'll probably be happy with that. You know, he's not renowned as a big deadlifter, so I would imagine he'll be reasonably happy with that. Luke, we always know that Luke, his deadlift is his weakest event. You know, he's pretty strong across all the other events, so, you know, he'll accept that, you know, it's not his strongest event, but still a solid performance, getting 9 repetitions. I fought with 8 repetitions and Gabrielle also with 8. So, you know, all of the guys performed really well there. Me and Magnus talked about it. We thought that the winner would get around about 12, and to see so many guys hitting that sort of number and more is incredible. We caught up with Tom earlier after the deadlift. Okay, so I'm here with Tom Stoltman, joint second on the deadlift, second place on the yoke and on the Giants medley as well. Fantastic performance so far. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling really good. You know, the deadlift was the thing I wanted to work on the most, and to come second and just missing out on first is a good result for myself. And then obviously starting off with a giant medley second place, so consistency, and that's what I'm doing. So
yeah, like you just said there, consistency is the key to winning this title. Last year you were really consistent across all events. It's looking like it's going to go the same way again. No real weak events for you this year.
No, it's just glad there's no grip or squat this year. But yeah, like I said, event by event, and let's see what happens. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've got a fantastic chance of retaining your title. It'd be great to see you do it again, Tom, and congratulations so far.
Cheers, Terry. Thank you.
Thanks,
Cheers.
mate. Cheers.
Thank you, buddy.
So things could still change today. We've still got the Flintstone Barbell lift. The guys are going to be looking to put up some big numbers on that. I know a lot of the guys have put a lot of work into really improving on that in the build up to World's Strongest Man this year. Let's take a look at the full screen standings through 2 events. So in the lead, we've got Alexei Novikov on 18 points. Just half a point behind is Tom Stoltman. 16 points, Mitchell Hooper. I mean, he's really been the surprise of the whole show, but, you know, I wouldn't bet against him making top 3 at the end of this competition. Trey Mitchell in 4th. Martins in 5th with 12 points. Brian on 11 points. Luke on 10. Maxime on 6, Gabriel on 4.5, and I4 on 2.5. I mean, the points are really tight. We're 2 events in, obviously, but we're looking at anyone down to 7th place could still make a big charge and go on and win the whole show. I mean, you know, I'm not saying it's out of the question for the other guys, but the top 7, there's only 8 points between them, which is nothing and can be made up, you know, almost on one event. So it's still anyone to play for. You know, we could have any one of those guys winning the title this year. So, you know, looking forward to an exciting 4 events we've got left to go. Without the beard struggle, we wouldn't be able to put this live stream on. So let's hear a word from them.
This is Eddie the Beast Hall. We asked him what he'd really like for Father's Day.
What I really want for Father's Day, the most important thing to have around me is family. Being a father, a friend, these are the best gifts a man can get. There's one thing I'd really like for Father's Day. Thanks, buddy. Have a nice day, man.
The Father's Day gift set.
Now this is the perfect Father's Day gift. Happy Father's Day, everybody.
Order online now from thebeardstruggle.com.
So if you want to get 20% off with a Beard Struggle, they don't just do beard products, they also do skin products as well. Scan the QR code to get your 20% off. So a big important thing about strongman, what perhaps people don't tend to realise so much, obviously it's an individual sport and you're out there on your own, you've got to deliver the performance, but it's so important to have a good team of people around you, whether that's a coach, a physio, family, friends, training partners. We all have, you know, a good team of people around us. It's so important. I was always given advice, you know, coming through when I was working my way up, that consistency is everything. Whether that be competing, consistency across all the events is really important, but the main thing is consistency within your training, your nutrition, looking after your body and everything. I would say that is the one most important thing when it comes to being a good strongman, is being consistent with everything in your life. We caught up with all the guys earlier to find out a little bit more about what good advice they've had.
I don't know if I'd give myself much advice. I'm really thankful for all the lessons I've learned with mistakes that I've made.
Take the opportunities seriously that you have, because those opportunities could change your life for the better.
To chase my dreams, to never give up. It doesn't matter what else people told me.
If I could give my younger self some advice, I would say to enjoy the ride.
Nothing. I don't regret nothing, so I wouldn't change a thing. Because of it, I'm here. I'm the world's strongest man right now, and it's pretty good.
Believe in yourself. Don't listen to anybody who's telling you you can't do anything.
I'd probably give myself advice now as much as in the past, which would be move slower. But unfortunately, I find ways to not do that.
But I'd probably just say keep doing what you're doing, make mistakes, kind of learn from them.
Start training heavier weights now.
I just wish I was just started training a lot earlier than I did.
Get into strongman earlier. You know, I've only been doing this for 9 months now, but I wish I started it in my early 20s.
Take your time, be patient.
Just be present in those opportunities a little bit more and really appreciate them, I think.
Follow down exactly the path that you have set out for yourself. Do everything the way that you have it planned out, because you're going to be right.
Listen to your parents and older people. They have knowledge for life, yes.
I always found that when I made the final of World's Strongest Man, it's like kind of a bit of an awkward situation that second day. If you're in contention for sort of top 5, maybe getting on the podium, you know, you really come out on that second day and almost perform better than you did on the first day. The nerves are settled, you're full of adrenaline, and, you know, obviously you're driving towards getting on that podium. That's what you're aiming for. Everyone wants to be, you know, everyone wants to win, but, you know, it's stages. If you can't win, then you want to be on the podium. If you can't get on the podium, you want to be top 5. So the second day, the nerves have almost settled a little bit. Some of the guys will really come through and deliver big performances tomorrow, you know, and some of the guys will sort of be almost content with what they've done and just making the final because they accept that they're not going to make it through. It'd be interesting to see who comes out tomorrow morning as well, like all guns blazing, making that big charge towards getting on the podium. We'll be back here tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific time. We're going to do a recap of everything that's led up to that point. Also, stay tuned after that because we will have an exclusive interview with the winner straight after the show. I'm Terry Hollands, and this has been Backstage Live, presented by The Beard Struggle.